I'm Butcher from Stronger MC in Thailand. And of course, I'm chatting with Staxx.
Welcome to this episode of Chattin With Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today I got Butcher. What's up,
Hey,
man?
Bill.
How you doing?
How are you, bro?
Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you taking the time.
No worries. With pleasure, with pleasure.
You are part of the Stronger Motorcycle Club.
Yes. First of all, because this might be a first timer for you, we are a motorcycle club, but in Thailand. So not in the States, not in whatever, in Thailand. We have Thai members and we have foreigners from several countries.
So you have different charters in different countries?
No. Only in Thailand. But we have our club exists have Thai nationalities and several foreign nationalities. Yes.
How did your club come about?
Well, my club exists 15 years for the moment. It was founded by Kunok. Kunok is a very old school Thai biker from the south of Thailand. And he found the club with some friends, and he was a real 1%er and still is. And the club at that time existed there were only Thai people, no foreigners at all. Only several years ago, my actual president now, he got in contact with the founder, and the founder was scared that the club was not gonna survive in these days, because himself, he had a very serious motorbike accident and lost an arm. And he wanted somebody to put the shoulders under it. And so my actual president, Tim, is the one who met him. And Tim decided to open a chapter in Pattaya. And that's where I am now.
So where are you originally from?
Me, I'm from Belgium, from the Antwerp, the Dutch-speaking part of Belgium.
What was your life like growing up there?
How was my life? Well, just average. I always did a little bit what I wanted to do in my life, but it was I grew up with my grandparents. I had my first bike when I just turned 18. I bought my first bike. At that moment, it was a Honda 750. I never even rode a scooter or whatever, or a smaller, nothing, but I wanted a bike. And I bought the 750, and then, of course, like every young guy, after 2 weeks, I thought I was the best in the world, and the 750 wasn't good enough. So I sold it and bought myself a 1000, a Suzuki, yeah. But actually, I was driven to buy a motorbike and to become part of a motorbike club, because right behind the corner where I lived, there was this real, for me, old school, tough biker club. They were called the Freedom Fighters. I never forget. It's been for ages now. I still remember. The nice thing about it, when they rode by, I was impressed. I was looking at them. They rode, of course, no helmets. They tough jackets on, and they had the baseball bats in front and have chains with them. And they were really tough guys. And I was fascinated by it. And I thought, yeah, I like that. I like that style. I like those freedom way of doing things. That's what actually drove me to buy a bike.
So how did you get introduced to motorcycle clubs? How did you step into that world. Seeing them drive by and wanting to be involved
That's
with
one.
them is one thing, but how do you introduce yourself? How do you like start involved with them?
Well, as a kid, and that doesn't sound tough at all. But it's just the way it is. I don't have a tough story behind it. My stepdad, he rode Goldwing, and he was in the Goldwing Club. And as a small kid, he took me on the back of the bike, and they did tours to Luxembourg, to Germany. And I sat on the back of the bike, and I slept. For me, it was as easy as sitting in the sofa and watching TV. I sat on the back of that bike for hours and hours and hours, and I loved it. So that was a very small introduction in the normal clubs. On the other hand, I'm from Antwerp, the city of Antwerp, and Antwerp is 100% red and white. It was. Now at this moment, I don't. It was. So I had many friends in the biker world who were member of health, who were prospecting, who they organized several things in the city every year. I always went there. So that was my real introduction in the real MC world. Let's call it that way, with all respect for the Goldwing Club.
Back then, were there biker wars type things going on where you were from?
I wasn't aware of that. I wasn't aware of that at all. Only later on I found out, because I grew up and I had my first bike and stuff, but work-wise and financially, there was no option for me to join a big club. There was no option at all. So at a certain moment, I moved from Antwerp to a city 20 kilometers further to open a business over there. And I invited my friends, of course. I was going to open a Thai karaoke place. And I invited my friends from Antwerp, from Red and White, of course. And at that moment, I actually only found out that the city where I was going to was claimed by another club, and that it wouldn't be a wise decision to cross those lines. So that's the first time I actually found out that there was a problem between clubs. But visual in the streets, no, never. I never seen anything visual in the streets.
Did you bring the people there? Did you go to the club and open it there?
I went to the clubhouses, yes, in Belgium, of course.
No, the karaoke club. Did you open the club and have your friends?
I opened. Yeah. Sure, I opened. And then after a while, I opened it. It was nice. After a while, I had some guys from the zone there, bikers from that zone, passing by and becoming customers of mine. And they asked me, because, hey, you're not from here. I said, no, I'm from Antwerp. Oh, you okay if we come here? I said, yeah, sure, you come here. No problem at all. Why would I have a problem? Yeah, because Antwerp and this and this. I said, no problem at all. And they were my customers there. And I got along very well with them. So no problem at all.
How do you get introduced to the Thai culture? And when was the first time you went to Thailand?
Oh, my first time I went to Thailand must have been about 20 years ago. Yeah, I just wanted to come. I wanted to come on holiday. And I came here the first time. I sat on the beach. Were completely different times compared with now, for sure. Sat on the beach, and I think, oh, I could live here. I would definitely want to live here. And yeah, then I met a Thai girl, and yeah, from one come another. So then I opened in Antwerp, in the other city. I opened my Thai karaoke bar. I went to the Thai temple, because at that time I came many times to Thailand already. I went to the Thai temple there to meet other fellow Belgium guys who came here on holiday and see some other Thai people. And yeah, that's how I had the idea of moving here. But of course, I had my business, and at a certain moment, I wasn't planning to sell it or whatever. But one of my customers called me and said, "Hey, I want to buy your place." I said, "Well, what? It's not for sale." He said, "Yeah. Everything is for sale. Let's sit down and have a talk." So we sat down, we had a talk, and here I am. I didn't get rich from the deal, not at all. But it was a good deal, and it was for me a way and a moment to move over here.
So the money that you make in Belgium, is it a lot different from the money over in Thailand?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So you brought like a fortune with you, right?
Well, I wish I brought a fortune with me, but it wasn't. But it was enough to start a small bar here and stuff, and the bar worked out. And yeah, actually, I've been, well, not say lucky. I was driven to make it work. And now I'm here 17 years. I live here 17 years, almost 18 years now.
Is there a big community of people from Belgium that live in Thailand?
Yeah, there are big communities from every country, almost every countries. But I live in Pattaya, which is one of the main destinations with let's say it's a very huge red light district. So there are many tourists coming here. Why did I came to live here? Because this is the place where I could make money. I worked for a company, and a few years ago I opened my own company. I do food wholesale to hotels and restaurants. So this is the place for me to be.
Yeah, there's a lot of hotels there, right? Like for a destination, for holiday, people go there for vacation.
For sure. But then I was here and I didn't have a bike at all.
No bike when you went.
No bike.
Is driving on the roads different in Belgium versus Thailand?
Oh, it's completely different. It's crazy. There are in Belgium you follow the rules. You first of all you drive on the other side of the road. That's a big difference here. Here it's the same like in England. So that's a big difference. But also the way of driving, it's more like over here they're all barking dogs. So you just need to go with the flow and don't be scared. On the other hand, you need to be very careful. A lot of accidents happen here. A lot. But well, so far so good.
Have you seen a lot of accidents there?
Daily, one or two. Yeah. On daily base, one or two. So definitely.
Do they not have traffic lights, or they just everybody's fighting for a spot? Like it looks like it's survival of the fittest. They have traffic lights for sure, yes. But when it's quiet, you just go, and they try to enforce it more and whatever. But no, it's a complete different way of riding. Another problem is, and that's a big problem. We have tourists here from all over the world who are not used to drive a motorbike or a scooter or whatever. And then they come here on holiday, they rent a scooter, and they just get on the road and drive. And sometimes they're on the wrong side of the road and they turn wrong, and that just creates a lot of problems. And if you get in an accident here and you need to go to the hospital, it will cost you an arm and a leg. Not literally, but financially. Yeah, you have to pay for it. Like it's a lot different than anywhere else, right?
It's a lot different. It's a lot because you pay for everything, and believe me, the hospital here it's not cheap at all. Not at all.
Like, how long would it take for an ambulance to come if something happened there on the road? Would it be a long time?
Depend where you are. Here in where I live outside of the center of Pattaya, but there are 4 big hospitals in Pattaya center. So if something happens, I think an ambulance will be here in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Yeah, that's not a problem. But if you live in a different part, more on the countryside, yeah, it can take a while. It can take a while.
So did you end up joining any of these clubs before you left Belgium?
No, I didn't.
You just hung out with them.
Yeah. I was at one stage. I had a Vulcan, the Indian type of bike, but from Vulcan. And then my friends there, they asked me to come in the Vulcan Owners Club, which I did. And then it was nice. We all rode together, but it's different kind of club. Very nice people, very helpful, everything cool. But you cannot compare it to what I myself think about an MC.
After you move, how do you get linked in with the motorcycle club community?